Okay, so welcome back to more Civilization 5. And so, what I've done is I've played through a couple more turns since we last recorded, and I did actually reload an autosave because I was dumb and entered the atomic era the turn before I would have gotten this theming bonus, so just alleviated that. Only got one great work of writing, so can't get Oxford theming bonus. Also could not get the Sistine Chapel theming bonus. But Neuschwanstein, so I'm building a castle right now. I rushed the Pentagon. And then so basically what I did is I faith bought a great engineer and used him to rush the Pentagon. And then I queued the castle back up. And then I sold a bunch of things in this turn to Russia so that I could get this request the services of the great person decision. And I got me a great scientist. Used him to pop radar. And now we're researching rocketry. Next we'll be going after satellites for the Hubble Space Telescope. Then we can make a quick detour at refrigeration, or we could go for computers for the Great Firewall. I don't know, we'll see. I might just go for the Great Firewall first, and then go all the way for the CN Tower. That sounds like a good plan. So I can finish some of these railroads. And I also got a golden age because I got a great artist, which means I'll be getting a social policy on the next turn, which is going to be military tradition. Then we're going to start working on autocracy. That's the plan right now. I'm getting 248 culture per turn.
Aparan toyan aliliron kito lawan ulun.
Let's see, what do you want for that?
Aparan toyan aliliron kito lawan ulun.
It's an intriguing offer.
Aparan toyan aliliron kito lawan ulun.
Doesn't want oil though.
Aparan toyan aliliron kito lawan ulun. Aparan toyan aliliron kito lawan ulun.
It is a tempting offer. You could give him some iron, but nah. It's 3 luxuries for his only copy of a luxury is a bit too much for me. Would only want to for 2 of my cities want the luxury, but I don't know. Buying his only copy would be a bit too expensive for my taste. Especially, what does Gandhi want?
मेरे दोस्त, क्या इस इंतज़ाम में आपकी दिलचस्पी है?
Sure. I'll keep buying open borders from Gandhi.
हम सहमत हैं.
But yeah, Gandhi is friendly again, and that's also partially because of the We Have Traded Recently modifier. If we look at our resource list, let's see, we have spare copper, spare dyes, and spare salt. And spare wine. We're importing marble, nutmeg, silver, spices, and truffles. So, that is a big portion of the happiness that I have right now. fact, I think I would actually be in the negatives right now if I was not importing a bunch of
ענוק
luxury.
חשב דיבר וידעתי, תיסופה לתה.
You're not giving me 5 gold per turn? Get the hell out of here. Yeah, I'm getting a factory in Chengdu, factory in Seoul. Getting Pro in Tokyo. But yeah, in the autosave I did found the World Congress, and I proposed the same thing of world ideology. And actually, in the meantime, America chose their ideology. So Pocatello wants to ban incense. It's not very nice, but should distract the other AIs. World Congress meets in 35 turns. And so I'm hoping that not many leaders have chosen their ideology in 35 turns. Most of them are around 40-45 technologies, just entered their industrial era. And so I'm the tech leader right now by a pretty significant margin. Napoleon still hasn't chosen his ideology, but America chose order. I believe it was the last turn, and that's why it hasn't registered yet. So you have America with order, Brazil with freedom, and me with autocracy. I'm starting to queue up hospitals in most of my cities. Also queuing up opera houses in a bunch of cities, so that I can get the Sydney Opera House. Or no, not Sydney Opera House, the Hermitage. Because if I build that up in my capital, it can be plus 50% culture, and that's going to be really good. Could even go down aesthetics at some point. So aesthetics has some very nice policies. So, military tradition. That's 19 turns to the next policy. Not bad. And yeah, finishing up the last archaeologist, then we're getting a barracks and a castle. Let's see, do we already have all the... No, right, castle's queued up. Don't have all the defense buildings. You, where are you? You are in Brazil's, right near Brazil's territory, right? So, I'm just kind of exploring around with that guy. You can actually go. And get roads here. I was thinking of removing the roads, but then I realized that that would be a bad idea. Most of this landmark is worth 3 culture now, so that's good. This will be 16 turns, but a bit less gold. That's good, I think, because I entered a new era. So this farm has access to fresh water, so I'll build a farm here. What was this caravan? Food to my capital? Yes, I would like to keep working that. Another caravan. This was food to Beshbalik. Yeah, I will keep working that. also used my magistrate of entering the new era to grab my other unique decision of getting an extra trade route. So now I have 8 total. Right, and that was the city growing. Bunch of deals ending. That's fine. And denounce enemy by the Huns. I might be able to get them more friendly. Let's give him 5 gold per turn. Get that nice trading modifier. I don't know what this Russian settler is doing, but I don't think it can start a city around here anywhere. Maybe like around here somewhere, but you can't actually start a city on the oasis. So I don't think so. I'd definitely like to get a hospital in Turfin. Also, I do plan to start conquering again, but probably gonna wait till I get some bombers to do that. 'Cause I can get proper bombers right now, and I can even grab stealth at some point in the near future. But even proper bombers by themselves are just amazing. They do really good damage against units. And when they have siege, they can do amazing damage against cities. Especially since I'm like 20 technologies ahead of everyone. For example, Persia, he's at 47, I'm like 15 techs ahead of him. Syria, I'm 22 technologies ahead of him. The Huns, I'm like 16 technologies ahead. Napoleon, I'm 12 technologies ahead of him. 17 technologies ahead of Russia. Basically, I've got a really good tech lead. Not declaring war on anyone, no thanks. You want 68 gold per turn? How about now? Napoleon's also got some nice stuff going around here. But autocracy should give me the happiness I need to sustain a large empire. Once I actually get some of the good policies. And all the necessary buildings. Which is not easy. It's definitely not easy. Like, let's see. What do I have in here? It's still showing Guangzhou. Alright. I need to wait for my turn. So let's finish that castle. I don't think I'm gonna have any competition for modern era and later wonders. I already got Neuschwanstein. I'm about to get Aurora. I already have both of the radio wonders. Actually, speaking of radios, those broadcast towers are really expensive. 750 hammers is a huge investment. Nothing from refrigeration. Already got Cristo Redentor. Yes, I do have Cristo Redentor. Wait, what? There's ruins? Where? What? Arsenal is also not cheap. I forget which of these cities had a arsenal. Yes, the military base and broadcast tower are very huge hammer investments. As compared to, let's say, a research lab. Well, it's about the same as research lab. But so, like, these are just very expensive hammer investments that are not things you're really going to be normally building, and that's why I personally prefer order over autocracy, even for domination victory. So where are these ancient ruins? Oh, my mechanized infantry found them. That's kind of funny. I'd almost be tempted to keep that ruin around, just to send like a machine gun all the way up there, see if I can get a unit upgrade, but that'd be too much effort. But yeah, at this point I'm mostly waiting to get some better tank units, and I'm starting to upgrade everything. A cavalry to land ship. I have oil now, but it's still not an expensive upgrade. Like, look, there's 385 gold. I should probably just wait for the Pentagon, but meh. Ultimately, we plan to upgrade these guys to giant death robots. Those guys are just amazing. Should also build some paratroopers at some point, upgrade those guys to XCOM squads. But I'm getting ahead of myself here. Once I get giant death robots, or even like modern armor with logistics, I could logistics much could very easily take like all this. Some of the higher defense cities, modern armor might be a bit of a stretch, but like with giant death robots, even a 60 defense city is just gonna melt. And let's say this 25 strength city here, or 21. Like, that would just be almost a one-shot. I can also just use rocket artillery. Only have one artillery unit at the moment. Where do nuclear plants come in the tech tree, out of curiosity? Is that... where is it? So I'm actually not sure where nuclear plants come in the tech tree. I know there's somewhere around here. To be honest, I'm actually not sure. I don't actually know what tech allows you to build nuclear plants. but they're around here somewhere. I'm probably just dumb and I'm missing it somewhere. Build solar plants at ecology, recycling centers, and you just don't know when you can build nuclear plants. I'll have to look that up, because I'm actually not sure myself. But yeah, like, some of these land ships, they're good, but they can't solo one of these cities like a giant death robot could. And so just kind of waiting, because I know I'll be way ahead of everyone else in tech by the time they even get a few more techs. I could maybe even get some research agreements if I have the money to spare between unit upgrades. But yeah, ultimately, like, most of the really late game wars are gonna be fought with stealth bombers, giant death robots, and XCOM squads. Oh, it's nuclear fission. Okay, I am just dumb and I was missing it. And yes, I did see that Maria Theresa built the big men. Oh nice, got another great scientist. I didn't even notice I was getting one. That's in Vienna. So I could actually pop rocketry right now. Right now I'm grabbing the Manhattan Project in Shanghai. How much is it to upgrade to a tank? 80 gold, not bad. I'm getting the Pentagon in 4 turns, so I could just wait. The hammer difference between, like, a land ship, which is 525, and a tank, which is 562, is not that much. But from, like, cavalry, which is 337, to 525, is just huge. What are modern armor? Yeah, and so there's still gonna be a decent hammer difference between them. I should probably buy just buy some of these desert hills, to be honest. It really is a huge waste of money, but whatever. It'll go. These will be some good production tiles. 14,000 science. So that'll give me rocketry and partway into satellites. I do still plan to buy a great engineer with faith, although I could just buy another great scientist. Yeah, I could buy another great scientist in 4 turns for faith. That's pretty good. So I think I could actually get satellites in 4 turns.
A good rule for rocket experimenters.
Yeah, I'll get satellites in 4 turns with that great scientist. So mechanized infantry. Really draw a map of the surrounding area. There's another ruin. Nobody ever explored up here. That's pretty funny. You. Give me your open borders. I'll just pay 1 gold per turn. Let's see what you got going on here. It's a pretty nice city. It's got a couple of customs houses. Has iron. This is a pretty good production city. And I guess he has a religion with monasteries. Hmm. This looks like a good religion. Whose religion is that? Ethiopia's Eastern Orthodoxy. Ah, that's Egypt's religion. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, now Attila's friendly. And so he actually didn't denounce me again because I got that we've traded recently modifier. Kyoto. I could focus this city on food more now. I think that's good. I'll actually grab a workboat in here at some point, but it's honestly just gonna be easier to buy one. So in 4 turns, we'll be able to see the entire map. That will also coincide with us getting the Pentagon. And that also means that we'll be able to see all of the ancient ruins on the map. Which means that I could just delete that crappy Lancer. And Montezuma declared war on Ramkamang. I have no idea what he expects to achieve. Unless there's some way into this body of water here, which there probably is, like... Ram only has one coastal city. And you would need to bring a bunch of caravels from all the way across the map. From Tenochtitlan down here. I would have to bring units from Tenochtitlan down there. Is Tenochtitlan even a coastal city? No, Tenochtitlan isn't even a coastal city. But he probably has some coastal city around here. Honolulu is in resistance. Yes, the AIs know how to use the events and decision system, and so he actually took the free factory decision, which I did not take because I didn't think that a free factory is worth 7 turns of resistance. Because, like, for signs, if nothing else, your capital is your biggest science city by far. And it usually has, like, the most other yields, too. It's probably your biggest culture city, your biggest tourism city, maybe even your biggest faith city, depending on whether you have the Grand Temple. Which I don't, but you could get it fairly easily. It's probably your highest gold city because of monarchy, like... It's just not good. Focusing my capital mainly on growth at the moment. These academies aren't amazing tiles, only 1 food, but that's because I didn't have any grassland for them to be 2 food academies. This gold would be amazing for production, and it's really a shame that this didn't end up being in workable range of the city. These 4 tiles being in workable range of the city, say, instead of these 4 hills, would have been amazing production. But yeah, like, got a bunch of flat desert. Honestly, my capital's in a pretty crappy place for food. but whatever. I was originally going to grab Great Engineer to maybe rush the Hubble Space Telescope, but I think this is a better choice. Right, you. What do you want? Need you to grab a railroad here. So this ruin was down here. Jeez, Portugal still has archers. That's kind of pathetic, honestly. And here's some of the land around Marrakesh. I apparently have spare incense I could sell someone. Will anyone give me a fair price? Let's see, the Celts. It's very weird, like, the trade screen says I have 1 copy of those, but the resource list says I have 2 copies of copper. So, I don't know. I don't even know what to believe. I can at least get friendly with Manila. That'll give me +2 food in the capital. That'll give me better chances. 28% chance isn't that great. I'm not getting copper from any of these city-states, so I don't know why it's saying I have 2 copper, but the trade screen's saying I have 1. I don't even know what to believe, honestly. And blitzing right through the atomic era means that I can get my extra magistrate from entering a new era faster. Also means I can get, say, initiate tax reforms. I can get one of these 1s per era decisions. I could even grab this. This is honestly just a total crap decision. I don't even know why you would want to pick this up. You could probably buy like a great profit, to be honest. I can just buy like great profit, spread my religion some more, but my religion's already spreading nicely to all these cities. What does everyone want? No, you're not getting open borders. Go away. Hasn't quite spread all the way to Europe, but Attila's empire has my religion. Or no, that's someone else's religion. This city is my religion. I used Islam in my last game, and so I just keep forgetting that I don't actually have Islam in this game. This part isn't going to be amazingly interesting, but I will resume my conquering soon. Don't worry about that. opinion, imagine like an order better. Like, order gives you happiness from much cheaper buildings, like factories, even monuments. Monuments are just so cheap. It's not telling me how much monument is right next. It's the AI term, but monuments are like dirt cheap and you get lots of happiness from it. I think I have the first city in the game with 100 combat strength. That wouldn't surprise me. Oh no, who has the red fort? But Rotterdam only has 76 strength. That was Gustav who built the red fort. Oh, there we go. Washington's first one in the modern era. Oh, okay, Stockholm does have 99 strength. So it's pretty close, but I'm the first one without the red fort to actually get it. Funny, Napoleon's in the industrial era with 50 technologies, and America is in the modern era with 47. Yeah. Just a quick look at the ideology situation. I have 27 tourism, and I'm content with my ideology. If I can choose, if I can get World Ideology Pass before most of these leaders choose their ideology, that's gonna heavily increase ideological pressure in my favor. This was Marble from Suleiman. Yeah, he likes me. He's friendly, which means should be able to trade luxury for luxury. I don't know why it's saying I only have one dies in the trade screen, but I'm pretty sure I have more. Oh yeah, I'm getting 2 from a city-state. Whatever. This Lancer's not going to be very useful pretty soon, so I can just save myself some maintenance. I can gift it to Morocco. There, I'll gift Morocco a Lancer. Enjoy! I don't think gifting units has any actual diplomatic effect. No, it doesn't. It's just something you can do for fun. Is there really no railroad here? I guess not. Surprised there's no barbarian cap around here. I could actually get a +1 population ruin. That'd be pretty good. Montezuma made peace with Hiawatha. I don't know what they were doing, but I'm just kind of curious as to how many cities some of these American civs have. Montezuma has 5 cities. Alright. What does Gandhi want? Oh, Gandhi's announcing me. It's odd that he's announcing us. But I guess he was hiding whatever was making him denounce us. Pocatello has 21 cities. I'm not at all surprised at that. Hiawatha has what? 7 cities? Pocatello wants really hard city spam compared to Hiawatha. Washington has 14 cities. So there's like 42 cities between the North America and the Civs. Not that surprising. What's going on down here with Pachacuti? What are you looking like, Pachacuti? Pachacuti has some terrace farms, but a very low population capital. He has 8 cities. And Brazil has 9 cities. Brazil has full tradition. I might actually change my initial plan of conquering Eurasia and go for... Ah yes, Shaka wants friendship. That is good. I know Shaka's not gonna backstab me. I might just go for like Honolulu, some of these coastal cities. I could even grab Jakarta on the way. I could grab like Honolulu, I could grab Jakarta, I could grab his unique luxury cities. And then I could go for the Americas and basically just head for Mosankani, because I know that Mosankani has the Forbidden Palace. Or at least I assume the Forbidden Palace is in Mosankani. I don't actually know if the Forbidden Palace is in Mosankani. I should go check that. With like a spy or something. But pretty sure you can't use spies during the AI turn. I'm getting another archaeologist on the next turn. So that can be an artifact. Unless I have another potential landmark somewhere. Yes, near Chengdu. Alright, so can I actually move spies on the AI turn? I don't think I can. Wait, is there an intrigue? There's an intrigue tab to the espionage overview. 600 hours into the game and I never knew this. Wow. Like 615 hours into the game and I never knew this screen existed. Right, so I'll move the spy from where? Zanzibar, Kabul. I think we can rig elections one more time. You know, rig elections one more time, then send a spy to Mosankani. See if that's where his wonders are. Is there a railroad here? There is. Grab more railroads. Those roads I can get rid of. So I'll be getting satellites on the next turn. Nice. Free population from a ruin, that's always nice. How's Shanghai looking? Pretty good, I'd say. We're getting the Manhattan Project in 11 turns. There's that archaeologist. Send him to Chengdu. Mechanized infantry. There's Attila's Knight here. And Karakoram. The city will grow in 5 turns. And once the city reaches 25 pop, I might just switch it to full production. Big maybe, though. I'll be getting a great rider in 3 turns. I think I built a broadcast tower in some of my cities. At least one of them has a broadcast tower, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Shanghai was where I built a broadcast tower. I was considering building it in some of my other cities, but decided against it. So we'll be getting the CN tower at some point. Also, after that factory, I could just grab a quick shrine. More faith never hurts. I'd like to grab the Grand Temple at some point. I just buy a shrine. Temple would be too much, but probably will give a nice boost to happiness. More useful than the order ideology wonder, anyway. Also, I saw Napoleon entered the modern era. Congrats. So he should choose his ideology on the next turn. And let's grab that farm. So now this is 10 turns to grow. Very nice. So that tile's being worked by Beijing. So we'll see the map on the next turn, and that'll be that. Satellites on turn 414 isn't terrible. There's a lot of unknown around here, and so it'd be cool to see some of what I missed. I wonder how many ruins I'm gonna discover. I think last time I discovered around like 50 ruins. So yeah, Ghana doesn't like me too much. Yeah. They covet my lands and mostly the warmongering. It's probably also a hidden other civs we like more than you have denounced demodifier, though. Also, it does seem like denouncing someone you have a declaration of friendship with does expire, even though it counts as backstabbing. That modifier does expire. However, I'm pretty sure declaring war on someone you have a declaration of friendship with does not expire. Could be wrong about that, though. What's Japan want? Yeah, whatever. I don't care. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure even declaring war on someone you have declaration of friendship with is a penalty that expires. It's when someone asks you to move your troops from their borders, you say yes, and then declare war on them anyway. That is a penalty that never expires. That's what I was thinking of. The Council and Embassy, alright. Still got that research agreement with Napoleon coming in 6 turns, but that was made when I was in like the modern era, and now I'm researching information era texts, well, atomic era techs, so that's not going to be very useful. Shaka wants open borders? Yeah, whatever. I don't care. At least Gandia is my religion. Delhi has a lot of cotton. And let's see. Napoleon adopted order. Not unexpected. He wanted that early adopter tenet. What does Byzantium want? Are you gonna pay me? Nope. Okay, what piece? Apparently Byzantium is friendly, after I declared war on them like twice or something. Oh yeah, it's Kabul that wanted me to build a Parara. Because he is getting satellites as an opportunity to figure out where some of the city-states are so I can meet them. Pretty sure there's one down near Zululand, but... that's all I know. There's the Pentagon, and a great scientist. Let's see what we got going. So now we're getting a shrine and then a public school. I should grab a seaport first. I think a seaport would be better. Also, I'm down to 2 happiness. So Napoleon adopting order means I am getting a bit of ideology pressure now. It's because Napoleon has a bit of influence over me. Interesting. I just need to get exotic over Napoleon, and that'll be fine. So I should really just grab that hotel already. Actually, what I could do is I could pop refrigeration with this, and I could probably still get most of satellites done. 'Cause I could really use hotels, to be honest. And then we can go back to like computers and telecommunications. I need more tourism. Really cannot afford to have any ideology pressure. Not with the current happiness situation. So, Rome, where are you? Oh, apparently I can't sell them salt anymore. Alright. You do your dig. I could actually use a bit of extra food near this city. Also, scientist. Right, can't use him till the next turn. So I won't actually get to see the map this turn. You can go around mine or something. Oh, are these both hills? That's no fun. It's all hills. Yeah, I really need hotels. I should see what his influence over me is. Where is he on this list? It can't be that much. Yeah, so he's barely exotic, but his influence is also falling. So once his influence falls below 10%, it won't be getting any ideology pressure anymore. Because we're both getting a lot of culture. I could just buy a hotel in my capital, honestly. That's actually what I might do. Because I can get an airport, too. This is where skyscrapers would come in handy. Reduce building purchasing cost from order would be nice. Looks like, how much is a hotel to buy? 1,500. Yeah. I really don't have that kind of money. And like an airport is probably quite expensive too. Not giving you a research agreement, Shaka, just go away. How much would an airport be to buy? 1,550, so I would need over 3,000 gold. I would need 3,110 gold just to buy a hotel and an airport in my capital. Could probably build it quicker, honestly. Now Theodore's denouncing us. I guess you'd have a chance to denounce because we were at war. Also give me stadiums, but I think I still have zoos in some of my cities. I don't know. Austria went for autocracy. So now I'm gonna have that same ideology modifier with Austria. Yeah, I don't like how many civs are choosing their ideology, but hopefully they'll get distracted by the luxury ban. Oh, she's actually denouncing me. But hopefully same ideology modifier will help with that. Hopefully. Let's swap you.
And homeless, near 1,000.
So we'll get satellites on the next turn. Shaka declared war on Ramkamhang. I don't know what he's trying to accomplish. Okay, well this city's not going to grow anymore. Let's just switch it to production focus. Factory, operas, stadiums are also quite expensive. Yeah, a lot of these buildings require a lot of hammers, and it's not really that great. But let's build a stadium. Do I have any wonders in Beijing? No. Let's just grab a stadium, military base. It'll still be worth getting hotels for a National Visitor Center, but... Well, I could buy a hotel or an airport on this turn. If I sell some stuff. I can also take a loan from someone. Morocco, Russia. Is Russia willing to buy anything? Doesn't look like it. Well, she'll buy the iron, or the coal. I mean, she'll buy the coal. It's actually hard building the Prora under the impression that nobody's gonna beat me to it. I really hope Austria doesn't beat me to it, but I've got 13 turns left. So, should be fine, I hope. So I should grab a zoo in this city. Yeah, I need a lot of things, but these cities do not have great production. These are really the only cities that I can actually build the Prora in, and none of them have great population or production. So I need that railroad done. There's a barbarian pikeman. And a brute. How cute. Oops. I didn't really want to hit next turn, but whatever. I delayed seeing the map a bit more than I'd like, but I think it's fine. It was only like a 2-turn delay. Really only a 1-turn delay. Because you can only get 1 tech per turn. Let's see. I know Chengdu is starving. I don't really care about Chengdu. Should probably just raise that city. I mean, I guess it has incense, so that makes it sorta not terrible. But, meh. I'll just trade them borders to have them if I ever want them. Celts are actually pretty friendly. I do have a few friends. I've got Korea, Rome, Russia, Morocco, Shaka, and Persia. I think Persia has a pretty decent economy going. Yeah, Persia has over 3,000 gold. I could just take a loan from Persia if I needed to. Suleiman is denouncing us. Alright. That's good for you. I don't really care about you. And Napoleon's gonna hate us even more because we have different ideology. I don't know why. The modifier for different ideologies isn't kicking in, but it really should. You're not gonna give me 5 gold per turn? How about you, GTFO? Declaration of friendship with Rome's gonna expire pretty soon. The city has a lot of coal. There we go, there's information era. And our happiness went up because...
Now somehow, in some new way, the sky seemed almost alien.
Civs gonna go unresponsive for a bit.
What's
Or not. But yeah, like... a lot of natural wonders. And a great writer! So we can start working on autocracy. Yeah! So... I think this is an obvious choice. Police state. That's giving us up. That's 30 happiness now with dissidents. That's great. Also a pikeman. I could easily kill him, but don't really care to. That's a lot of barbarian encampments. Shaka's the only one with a city here. Killed the Babylonians, but I'm at war with them. Here's the Great Barrier Reef. You could totally settle a city here. Lots of Americans. So, Grand Mesa. That's in the middle of Pocatello's territory. You can get a look at North America. So, it's Tlatelolco, that's his coastal city. There's Cahokia in here. It says, what city-states do I need to meet? Yeah, look at this Pocatello city span. Just look at this. That's great. Montreal's right here. So where do I need to go meet some city-states? Panama City. And it's a canal city, fittingly enough. Right, so I need to actually get some ships. Community city-states. I need to meet Panama City. Won't be able to meet Cahokia for a while. I met Zanzibar already. I guess that was the city-state I remember being near Zululand. I don't know where else there are city-states on the map, but Pocatello has some city-state allies, and I don't quite know how we got them. Let's see. Three Pot is down here. Barringer Crater, Grand Mesa. I didn't even realize that these were so close together. You could actually have a city in range of both the Barringer Crater and the Grand Mesa. That's pretty crazy. Great Barrier Reef. Cerro de Potosi is in the middle of Incan territory. Luro's in Australia. 13 ruins. This one is impossible to get without an XCOM squad. I don't see any ruins there. Nor do I see any there. I don't even see ruins in half these places. But yeah. Kyoto demands gold. So, we can look on the Hubble Space Telescope. Well, first one I think needs to be done. That hotel needs to be done. That's 40 tours. That's good. I like that. Rising slowly now. Whereas with Napoleon, he is still falling over us. And so, I actually should lose my ideology pressure on the next turn. That's good. I'll actually be giving him some ideology pressure pretty soon. Austria's having some issues too, but whatever. Actually, I'm gonna look in terms of culture output. I actually have the most culture output. That's interesting. On par with America in terms of faith gained. Egypt has 100 happiness. Here's the tech ranking. I'm first in military by quite a bit now. First in most of these demographics. First in all of them except land because fucking Pocatello. Construct a mine. Honestly, I don't really need this city.
안녕하시오.
Also, I can upgrade some of these units easier now. It's 255. I could sell some stuff.
안녕하시오. 들어보겠소. 공지여, 우리는 상의해야 할 것이 많고 서로에게 얻을 수 있는 것이 많소. 동지여, 우리는 상의해야 할 것이 많고 서로에게 얻을 수 있는 것이 많소. 아니하겠소. 그리할 수 없소. 그리할 수 없소. 아니하겠소. 알겠소.
So, tempting to upgrade some units. I already got the hotel. I don't think any more tourism. I don't think I need any more. Move you out of the way. Tank upgrade is cheap. Cavalry is 255 now, that's pretty good. Don't have an upgrade for the machine gun yet. I don't really need this cavalry here anymore. So let's look at Indonesia. He got nutmeg and cloves. He did not actually get his third luxury. I don't know. He never seems to bother getting his third luxury. Very weird. Shaka has some random Australian city that's kind of funny. Polynesia has 3 cities. He likes to settle here. I don't know why he never bothers with Australia. So it looks like just Panama City on Cahokia that we still need to meet. As far as I can tell. Edinburgh's up there. I don't think there's any city-states inside Africa. There were not many city-states on this map. I thought there was supposed to be like 20 city-states. That's not my experience. We didn't even get like Melbourne or Sydney as city-states. Also, I'm probably gonna go initiate tax reforms next. Probably. I don't know. New spy can go to Wilson County. Gushute is actually his highest city. Highest population city. Sen was like a diplomat or something. So I don't know, this seems like a very city-stateless map. Unless I'm just missing somewhere. I'm pretty sure that it is just Cahokia and Panama City I have met. I remember Pocatello was getting 7 votes. Somehow. And so I think he's just getting some city seats somewhere that I haven't met yet. I don't really know. with Indonesia, yeah. Could I stage a coup in there? 30%. It's risky, but I could do it. Anyway, I'll probably do one more turn and just end the recording there. I'll probably build up at some point, but it's not that high priority right now. Alright, sorry about that, I had to go to the bathroom. Very annoying when you leave the turn to process, and it just completely halts the turn processing when someone decides that they want to say something to you that does not even have any effect on your relations. Very annoying. Alright. There we go, now it's the United Nations. Host is gonna be me. Obviously. New decisions available. Yeah, I'm not doing that. That's just dumb. Are there any other upgrades I need to do? Upgrade Lancer to anti-tank gun. How much does line ship to tank cost? 55 gold. Okay. My capital is grown, so I can just switch it to full production now. I mean, it's a pretty decent difference. Yeah, one of these academies right now is worth 40 science. That's just crazy. Without these two academies, my research would be slowed down by 1 turn. Those academies do make a huge difference even in the late game. Right, so Korea.
안녕하시오.
What would you
하요?
want for Chengdu?
아니하겠소.
He's actually willing to give me more than he has. Yeah. Would Persia give me more? What kind of money would Persia give me out of curiosity? Basically nothing, okay. So, Korea it is. He's not a threat anyway.
안녕하시오.
All he has is piety. It's just bad.
들어보겠소.
Yeah, sorry guy. You don't have any money anymore.
동지여, 우리는 상의해야 할 것이 많고 서로에게 얻을 수 있는 것이 많소.
I could make him declare war on Gandhi.
동지여, 우리는 상의해야 할 것이 많고 서로에게 얻을 수 있는 것이 많소. 하여
Right, whatever. I'll just take all your money.
줬소.
And yay, 500 gold per turn. Saves me some happiness too. Also not getting any ideology pressure anymore. So that's good. Should actually be giving Napoleon some ideology pressure soon. Only Austria getting pressure now. Syria is influential over 2 Civs, apparently. How's my influence looking? I'm influential over Korea because they have 900 culture. Already exotic over the Songhai, so that probably won't take long. 42 turns. 1206 for Rome. So I could get influential with like 5 or 6 different civs with my current tourism output of 40. Kind of funny. Austria doesn't like me even though we have the same ideology. Which you gotta say is kind of funny. It's very strange that ideology modifiers have really not been kicking in this game. Really quite strange. Korea's gonna go for us in the World Congress, so that's nice. Get a couple more tanks. Because why not? So these guys have lots of experience. I think this was the guy with cover 2? Or another guy with cover 2. So this guy had 565. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was my most experienced tank. He had Barrage 2. He was like 1 promotion away from having every promotion in the game. He's a crazy guy. Let's see. Do I have all my improvements near Beshbalik? I do not. Oh no, there's an archer. Yay, gold! Alright. So. That's pretty much it. I'll save the game. I know this wasn't an incredibly interesting part, but I can't be at war all the time, that's just how it is, but should be able to start doing some conquering next part. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.